am back with another process video. Today I'm going to be using the Crate Papers Craft Market Collection for my layout. I don't know if you saw that very first piece I showed you. It is called a Fab Rips, and it is from Studio Calico, I believe. I had gotten that in a D-stash, and when I had opened the box of the items I had purchased, you know, when you buy a D-stash, you don't see all the items up close and personal. So when I opened that box and saw that, I was like, what am I ever going to use this for? So it did hang around my craft room for about a year, and now I had found a use for it. So right here I am putting down the photos that I am going to be scrapbooking. This is about NSD 2016 that just happened back in May. The big picture is the disaster that I call my craft room by the end of the day, and the 6 small papers up, or pictures up top, are the layouts that I did that day. Right here I am going through the ephemera and just little bits and pieces that maybe I might have fussy cut out of some of the papers in the past from the Craft Market collection. The ones I think I might use or might try to use, I'm throwing on top of the layout, and everything else I put up. Right here is a die, and I was showing you I'm going to put this, I'm going to cut this along in a horizontal strip to make it a film strip, and I did. I'm going to pop it up on some foam tape, which is what I was just showing you. I had flipped that over and it was pink, and I was like, oh, maybe I like this pink side, but I went ahead and stuck with the craft colored dotted side instead of going with the pink. These right here are some of the squares that came out of that strip from the top, and I went ahead and put 3 down at the bottom of the layout. And now I'm going to go ahead and start embellishing. That is the total base of the layout. There's really not a whole lot of pattern paper on here. I do use 3 pairs of those scissors, which I was really happy about, because in a lot of kits or a lot of collections, they will have crafty things like the scissors or the paint brushes or things of that nature. And how many layouts can you really do about your crafty hobby? When people look back in your book, they know you're crafty because you made the book. So do you really need to have 20 layouts about how you love to do that? Because it's obvious because you made the pages. So I don't know. I was happy that I was able to use 3 of those scissors. So I went ahead and showed you my glue bottle and said I am going to glue these embellishments down now where they are. I am drawing my journaling lines, and then I am going to do some journaling. I didn't do anything special. All the embellishments are just the embellishments that came with the Craft Market edition. Those thickers are also the ones that came out with this edition. Right here I am putting this heart down because there is this big trap space, and I did cut a seal out of one of the pattern papers with a die. Actually, I think I had previously done that, and that was just in with the die cuts. But I stuck that under there because with the heart there was a big trap space over to the right of it underneath the scissors, and I didn't care for that. Same with right there was a big space. So I went ahead and put that pattern paper down, and it still didn't look right. So I cut the Be Crafty off of that card with the sewing machine. There was a card with a sewing machine, and it had the words Be Crafty on the bottom right there, and that's where I'm cutting it off. I'm going to put that up on some foam tape, and that is where it's going to land. Of course, at the bottom of that card there was a gold foil that rimmed the entire card, so I'm trying to use it somewhere. I don't end up using it anywhere. So I'm going to go ahead and put that Be Crafty down right above my journaling. Right here I am showing you the Faber-Castell texture gems. I love these things. I usually use them for journaling. I don't know if you just saw that, but I tested it over to the side first. And I know those Nuvo crystal drops, they're the big rage right now. And some people will say, they can't get the dots right or whatever. It is always a good idea, if you're going to put them directly on your page, to just test it over on the side on a scrap piece of paper. And that's what I just had done with that Faber-Castell, because I want to make sure it's not gonna, I don't know how long when was the last time I used it, how long it has sat there. I wanted to make sure it's not kind of going to come out in a big old glump. So that's all I do to the layout. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.